That's what you think.
Oh, it's yellow color. But it's from cherry blossom.
Well, you could not be the same order. It's supposed to be on the right side.
It's on the right side, yeah. Oh, it's missing.
It could be missing.
Full anxiety.
Maybe it's not in the same order.
I don't think it is.
It's supposed to be on the right side. It doesn't go.
You look handsome today, very interesting.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Maybe she can read.
Nobody here.
Yeah, he's got a first option. Maybe started.
Maybe you just share with Grace.
Yeah, I just thought I'd find it good. It makes, I don't know what is this way. But the color doesn't sound like kind of coloration.
Yes,
And it's nice color.
Where'd you get it from?
One dog person, so they thought about me. So I don't have to pay. Otherwise, I have to pay. So he's almost 9 years old. He's pretty big. He likes people, but he don't like other dogs.
I think periodically, I can make society if you find like a dog,
Okay, yeah, someone not to that one, but yeah. But I kind of left it up to Kansana, yeah. And he just happened to, yeah.
Somebody sitting there.
That was you can hear. Sit here.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't have.
Okay, yeah, some of them don't.
It's a short one.
Dad, you can't
So, Marco, how's the downstairs?
I'm not gonna check this out.
Oh, it's all made set up already.
Except for the days ago, it's like a dachshund, yeah, so I don't know what you can tell you. Good for you. I remember that.
Oh, none of them. Oh, 耳が大きいし、逃げない。
Her house, and we are all
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. You're good, you're good.
You sound good.
It was on here. Don't do the man.
誰か聞いたらなかった今。
Thank you.
No, because
What? Oh, I can't. Every time.
Okay.
it's really big now. It's just so yeah, they're gonna do it.
Good morning, everyone. Let us start the spring grand service of Tenchi Kane no Kami, the principal parent of the universe, and followed by the one-year memorial service for the late Reverend Mitsuko Yasutake. Ichido hairei. Let us open the prayer book, page 2. Mediation prayer. Let us sing the sacred mediation of Ikigami for Daijin, sincerely and wholeheartedly, each
Ikigami Konko Daijin sama. Ikigami Konko Daijin sama. Ikigami Konko Daijin sama. Ikigami Konko Daijin sama.
Purification prayer. Through the way of mediation, we are sincere apologies acceptable to you for divine covenant. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance in life. We apologize for all shortcomings and hindrances of past generations. Guide us to the way of obedience, to reflect your divine will, with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always honoring you. Kami prayer. Reverently we pray, the brilliance of heaven, the richness of earth, time full without seas, years past without end. In heaven and earth, the light like nectar's all. In heaven and earth, the truth is the orders of all. For this one us form, for these one us works. Let us praise the Ikigami of Kami. Let us praise the divine power of the universe. Kami love and care for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To live in your divine power, to live in Kami's infinite blessing. This is the way, and many that know the way are lost in greed and selfishness. We suffer as most fortunes, great common sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials but help us to take his sincerity. We receive Kami's great blessing and gather life which is on Kami and humanity. Humbly pray, the divine revelation way you just fulfill. Konko Daijin accepted of all creation, that they use the benefit of common and humanity. By day he tells the way of faith to all his body the rest of the earth. And he knew the common of night. By night he prayed for those who grieve, seeking salvation for all who suffer. And he ran around all day, for years past and overseas. He had their response, the divine fast of mediation. That was his living the sacred certificate, the guidance of the divine way of and blessings of the university, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of the by this one's realization, we are given knowledge of the way, through all the options of this world, through the body and soul. The way of mediation teaches us to turn our prosperity. We are out of our way, never we are not all. The way of mediation teaches us to encourage our trust. By living in every life, we offer ourselves to our bodies and precious in our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking them to trust in your kind. Let us hear your words and what I intend to do. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to rightful purpose. Come to this fulfillment. We are fulfilling time. In this way, we might us with this world. May Kami's wishes for peace and all be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so we earnestly pray. 指導敬礼。
剣幕も賢きikigami金光大臣天地金の神の御前にかしこみも大作賢かれど天地金の神橋神みとく天地にあまねく道渡らせたまい物皆を生かしよろずのことを整えさせたまい飽きても天地の間に住む人間を神の氏子めで慈しみたまいてあるはかたじけなきことの極みなりけりかく深き妙思いをかけさせたまうも人は空見心を知らず難を受けおるをかむ哀れとみそなわしたまうが中に我が教祖の神に九死一生の体感もて知らず知らずの極霊を悟らしめすすしき神御影葬らしめたまい熱き恩引き立てのまにまに取り次ぎの御業をこと優したまいのかくて神と人と愛をかけよで立ち行く道初めて人の世に開かれあまたの人次々に救い助けられかむ比例年とともに輝き渡り行くがほどに今般天地の神よりikigami金光大臣差し向け願う氏子におかげを授け理解申して聞かせつれづれまで繁盛いたすこと氏子ありての神神ありての氏子神しも立つようにいたし候と神乗らせたまいて尊き神心をいよよ明らかに示したまえるは賢しとも賢し教祖の神に始まるikigami金光大臣取り次ぎの御業は代を重ねて受け継ぎ表され人は助かり教会は国の内とに生まれ教団の働き年とともに進展しこれの教会にありても尊き本部広前の御取り次ぎ天城教会ホノルル教会の御手続きのまにまに年に月にあつきかむさち葬り信仰者もろもろは日に日に立ち行く大御影葬り来たりであるはいともありがたきことの極みになむ。はい、今日の良き日に信仰者らこれの広前に毎期集いて限りなき大御徳をたたえ祭りikigami金光大臣を差し向けたまえる賢き神見計りをやび祭り不老ずのことの上に神心に沿いまつらず至らざりしを詫び申し祭りて今よりのちのさらに厚きかもさちを願いますると今へに見けさるさのためつものを備え祭りて天地金の神大祭使えまる祭ることの様を平らに安らにきこし召し受け植えない玉へと申す各使え祭りて申作は我が教団の大元にありては全教主金光平気様30年の長きにわたりて賢きかむ御用を使えたまい我が道の信心の道筋を神人の道と表したまえいにし3月27日よりは金光広道様新たに教主として神御用を使えたまい神人物語を手本にそれぞれの神人物語を編むとの教団の願いもて取り進めてある教団 黒酢の営みの上に、また淡い地域の諸々の活動の上に、熱き神影こうむらしめたまい。これのワイパフ教会にありては、Ikigami金光大臣取り次ぎの広前として、結界取り次ぎはもとより、各種の活動を用いて、人を助け育て、道を伝え広げゆく働きを、日に日にあなたに表さしめたまい。信奉者もろもろは、ご神徳の中に語されてあるを深く敬び祭りつつ、現地書きつけを対して神人愛を書き世の生活運動に取り組み、素晴れし神様とのいずくもて、神心にかないまする信心生活を進め、今月今日、神も助かり、氏子も立ち行く神人の道をよよ開きいたしめたまいて、世界の平和と人類の助かりの実現に勇しくあらしめたまい。等しく神の愛しごとある人間は天地の耳々をやりかしこみ、互いの命を尊び合い、自然の調和共存を損なうことなく、農作物の実り豊かに、黒酢のなりわいにちたちで栄えるかしめたまい。食べての営みを天地の道理に基づきて進ましめたまい。新型コロナウイルス感染症により繰りなくも見まかりましし、人々の御霊の道立て、感染されし人々の回復と感染拡大の速やかなる収束、今よりの地の神導きこうらしめたまい。さらには国の内とにありてもろもろの敵ことどもにいで愛しなべての人々の上に安心立ち行きの大御影こうらしめたまい。すべてのことの復旧復興への歩みを足に進めしめたまい。今しも見舞いに愚がむ人々をはじめあるかに愚がに祭りである人らに至るまで、今日の大見祭りの神儀礼をあまにくこう漏らしめたまい。かつて元凶をこぞりて神と人と愛をかけて立ち行くあり方を世界に権限するとの心願成就のお役に立たしめたもうべく、神一力神引き立てたまえと、かしこみも恋のみ松楽との
Now,一同共に拝礼。Let us open the prayer book, page 7. Adoration prayer. We lift our eyes on our heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe towards heaven soaring above. We bow our heads in prayer toward earth rich and deep. Giving us such as this language with thanksgiving. How happy and grateful we are. The mediation of becoming Konko Daijin does not stop us today. The protection of divine parents brings all common life. The blessings of coming flow down through all your nations. The ways of coming much serious and wonders beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, grant me your we praise the precious coming. We honor the power of coming. Shinjin no Eiko, prayer book, page 56. Please rise if you can. Please be seated. Let us recite the prayer for the ending of the novel coronavirus. Pray for those guide others. May you all be awakened to your true face, that a face that helps others, help ourselves. Use us to help you in this crusade to end this pandemic and bring peace to this world. It is our sincere prayer that the people of the world will not only have a peace of mind, but also live happily, safely, and healthy. Ikigami Konko Daijin sama, Kenchi Kane no Kami sama. Ikigami Konko Daijin sama, Kenchi Kane no Kami sama. Ichido hairei. Well, thank you for attending this difficult time. And now we've completed the spring grand service for the Tenchi Kane no Kami, the principal parent of the universe. And now we would like to hold a one-year memorial service for the late Reverend Mitsuko Yasutake. And we're going to spend a little bit of time to prepare, so please, please relax. But I know you'd like to hug each other, but please do the air hug.
You know what is good? The Mane Shiba. No. I like those. This is so small. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, that's really I have no idea. I don't know they did something. Lots of years. Just wow. I don't know, she has one. I babysat for one day, one of her dogs came in Japan. Well, it's a how do you like it? It's not gonna bite you. His name should be Radar. Yeah, Radar.
Raining now. Better not. No problem. No need to sing. Don't have to sing. That's right. I thought, I said, you drew that? That's so cool. Karen told me. That looks like people sing here. You can't sing. Why do you feel like that?
Okay, thank you for waiting. I'm sorry for waiting, but we'd like to start the one-year memorial service for the late Reverend Mitsuko Yasutake.
Is that a hero? Nobody remembers. You do. Not you didn't see.
Ichido haire, one fourth of one cup. Recitation of a Tenchi Kakite. Please open the prayer book to page 6. Ikigami Konko Daijin Tenchi Caminos Kami Kishin ni Negae Kagiwara Kuraniari Kongetsu Konjichi de Hanome. Pray sincerely from all your heart to one with Kami. Kami's presence begin within, heart grateful and caring, Kami in joy. Look to Kami always, now and ever. On this very day, pray. 竹幕も賢き、Ikigami Konko Daijin, Tenchi Kane no Kami no Mimae ni Kashikomi Momosaku. We're gathered here today to hold the one-year memory service for your beloved child, the late Reverend Mitsuko Yasutake, following the annual spring grand service. We'd like to express our deepest appreciation for the blessing that Reverend Mitsuko Yasutake's Mitama spirit has been receiving the past year. The Mitama spirit has been able to comfort her family and love the one with their guidance and blessings. With today's memory service, we pause to honor and appreciate all the virtue that Reverend Mitsuko Yasutake shared with us. She gave to us her kindness, compassion, dedication, and generous spirit through her life. We appreciate having been given the special opportunity being raised by these great qualities and tasked by her many virtues. We acknowledge the Reverend Mitsuko Yasutake's divine Mitama spirit. We have a strong bond with us. Dear divine parent of the universe, Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama, we know the Reverend Mitsuko Yasutake is in your good care. Allow us to proper continued spiritual happiness, peace in the work of the Mitama no Kami. Even as time passes, let us not forget her and all that she has done for us. Let us revere her Mitama spirit and pray for the prosperity of the Konko Mission of Waipahu and Yasutake family. Ikigami Konko Daijin sama, Tenchi Kane no Kami sama. Ikigami Konko Daijin sama, Tenchi Kane no Kami sama. Yasutake Mitsukoにこの花姫の御霊の神の導きをいただき、これが淡いの地に神人の道が立ち、淡い区域の各教会の間広前に地域と道のご比例があふれ、この道の教師、信奉者もろもろが力を合わせ、ご神願成就の御用にお役に立たしめたまえ、安心の道を敷き、信心向上、信心成長なさしめたまえと、かしこみ恋のみ祭らくと申す。Adoration Prayer, page 7. We lift our eyes for heaven soaring above. Lift our eyes for heaven soaring above. Quiet in prayer, for Christian deeds. Many days of his bodies wicked me. Help me and who we are. Creation of the for Daijin. Does not transform me today. The protection of the divine parents. Presence of her and wife. The blessings of God and all in activity. To all generation. Today the family and his parents wander us. Beyond the lost and time. Day by day, every day, practicing and repenting, we pray for the blessings of God. You honor the power of God. 一度入れ、One for solemn cross. Solemn greeting. For solemn club. Ikigami prayer. Please open the prayer to page 12. Ikigami prayer, page 12. Long before. Through the mysterious workings of time, you entered the Konkokyo. You walked the way of Daijin, respecting the laws of divine parents. You led us with every complete, taking the world down, and leading your descendants. Arising to our for your loving favors, bringing you other salvations and for all. All my spirit. We beseech you, Samuel, each and every one, receive the favor of God, and help us to fulfill our tasks, the people of the day, to protect us, guide us, and direct us, to bring every one to the faith, to guide us to all generations, to bring the peace and prosperity of the name of hosts, to protect us, guide us, and direct us. 俺のワイパフ俺のワイパフ教会の御霊屋にもいつき祭る音の安武息子いの御霊の神の御前に慎み敬いを申さく The time came for you on May 1st, 2020. Received a phone call from Reverend Tetsuro to inform me about your passing at 6:05 a.m. It was right after our morning prayer session. It was natural for us to feel deeply sad for loss. I recited Tenchi Sangyoshi and Shin Reijin Haishi for you. You have had lived 86 years of life full of blessing from Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama and love from your family. You received many blessings knowingly and unknowingly. The passage of time is so swift that 1 year will pass soon. When I'm up before your portrait, remember the days you were happily enjoying your life. Remember that you loved to talk with church members. Remember you sang songs at many occasions, such as the Wahiawa Church's 80th anniversary, the Huakini Medical Center Haleplama Mall Auditorium for Cambridge Community Service Days. Remember your smile. Remember you worked so hard for the grand services at the Waipahu Church. Remember you helped at the Wahiawa's Mochitsuki. Today, your loved ones have gathered here for your 1-year memorial service for your eternal peace and happiness. Since some are attending via YouTube live streaming, please accept our prayers and offering as expression of our sincere and grateful heart. We thank you for your many years of hard work, dedication, and the generous love and care you shared with us. Although we have mourned your passing, you have been freed of your human suffering and gloriously reunited with the divine parent of the universe, Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama. We know and are so grateful that you protect, guide, and enrich our daily lives of divine Mitama Spirit. We pray for your Mitama no Tachiyuki, peace and happiness as the Mitama Spirit. Mitama no Michitate, well-being of other Mitama Spirit, and Mitama no Hataraki, spiritual work as the Mitama Spirit. Mitsuko Sensei が神元に帰りしより早い1年。新型コロナウイルスパンデミックもまだ収束していませんが、このように春の五大祭に合わせて1年祭を使いさせていただいております。この1年、ひ孫のハンナちゃんが生まれたり、さまざまなことを起こりしも、哲郎先生をはじめ、秋信先生、美代子先生、のりこ先生、またご信者さんたちと共に変わらず、祈り合い、支え合い、ワイパフ教会の働きを支えております。月初めのホノルル教会参拝は、昨年の3月1日まで夫婦での参拝でしたが、今は哲郎先生お一人にて変わらず続けられ、ご結界にてお届けを受けさせていただいております。ホノルルでの哲郎先生の参拝の姿や、今日のワイパフでの家族信奉者の祈りの姿を拝し、美智子先生への思い、美智子先生からの祈りに思いを馳せずにいられません。世界、アメリカ、ハワイが不安定な中、それぞれに家族、親族がおかげを被れてあることは、ひときわありがたいことに存じます。1980年にハワイに転籍されたときは、今の私と同じ弱い、長年親しんだ天城の里からハワイ、ワイパフへの移住はさまざまなご苦労があり、不安があったろうと存じます。しかし、お国替えの直前には、皆々様に感謝の心を吐露された尊いお国替えと聞きました。Reverend Ray Koyano, with the serving of the officiant for this service, one of your closest minister friend shared with me that she wished to have a wrapped-up karaoke party with you for the Konkokyo chorus group, which was planned for July 2020. When she visited you before you moved to hospice, the two of you sang Kono Hiroi no Hara Ippai, your favorite song together over and over. And to this heaven and earth, we are born and live life of the human being through the grace and love of Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama. We shall return to the spiritual form upon departing from this world. Our founder Ikigami Konko Daijin related, those who are living on heaven and earth are the blessed children of our principal parent. Even after death, we shall also receive the blessing of our principal parent of the universe. Whether we are living or dead, we must remember that heaven and earth will always be our home. As such, Konko Daijin showed us that there is a blessed relationship in life and death. Dear Yasutake Mitsuko Nigi Konohana Hime no Mitama no Kami, we know that you will continue to live in our hearts. We have the bond through the mutual relationship by praying for you and thinking about you. The founder of Konko faith related, when my earthly form disappears, I will go wherever I am asked. We know you want to watch over your loved ones, the wife, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, auntie, minister, and friend. So we would like to pray to you when we need you. Please be with us to protect, guide, and reach us to the Mitama Spirit. I know your love for your loved ones will never cease. With today's one-year memory service, worship you as a precious and beloved Mitama Spirit with whom we have a strong bond. We'll feel you wherever we are, since both you and we are in the universe, under the care of Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama. Dear Yasutake Mitsuko Nigi Konohana Hime no Mitama no Kami, please be the eternal peace and happiness, now and forever, as a respected and beloved Mitama Spirit. これの安武の家の家とお長の周りの神と静まりまして、うちに残りし者らの上に、ワイパク教会の上に、ハワイ区域各教会の上に、愛をかけようで仲良くありがたく誠の真理を求めていけるよう、御霊の光をいや輝かしたまり、守り導き先はへたまへと、ありし日の思いを忍び入れつつ、黒髪ますらん玉串の鳥鳥の中鳥持ち慎み敬いも申す。
Among yourself, anybody?
The same with this is, just like, okay.
I'm not sure, but we will. I know you get different ones. Somebody made. No.
I'm gonna put crystals in this from us. For 90, yeah.
So important. Okay, you leave me wide open.
Soken Sanji. Please open the prayer book to page 36. Soken Sanji. Yoyo no oyo wa waga ie no kami waga kami to kokoro tsukushite itsukimasu rana kokoro tsukushite itsukimasu rana to kimi oya no kami tachi yo umi no kon no tame ni rie no hashira o shizume tate tamai Atsuko no tame ni yo no nani wa iyo mamori kasuge tamai kapuri yo no hienu sakai ni mashimase domo Mitsukushimi no mi kokoro wa utsushi yo ni kawarase tamawasu kimi kama no masagi kusaki wa e tamai kushimi kama no kushimi ni megumi tamai ke kokoro sashi wa maki no hashira no ugoki naku nari wa iwa musuru tsuname no yurumi naku magokoro kiyora ni hagemi tsutome shime tamai karaya waragi ai kehi ni keni urayasuku tanoshimashime tamai tsuini utsushi yo no koto o ete kami no mikado ni mairan toki ni wa kanarazu shimo mukai e tori tamai Mitsukushimi yo ko murashime tamawan mono to kami no minori no taie naru wo Kashikomi katajike nami ni oya no megumi no oboroge naranu mo ureshimi yorokobi mo osu koto o mikokoro mo suzuyaka ni hikoshime shitamae tomosu Ana kushimi no mi oya no mi tama Ana kushimi no mi oya no mi tama Ana toto no mi oya no kami Ana toto no mi oya no kami Solemn acknowledgement. For solemn club.
Divine message received on October 10, 1873. Though they live between heaven and earth, people are unaware of Kami's blessings. Shrine, temples, and homes stand on Kami's land. Unaware of this, people only examine the days and directions and commit irreverence to Kami and encounter hardship due to their accumulated offenses. They are to practice faith and receive divine blessings. Tenchi Kane no Kami has sent Ikigami Konko Daijin to the people to give blessings and teachings and to have them prosper forever. Kami is Kami because of people, and people are people because of Kami. Both continue to uphold each other. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending at this difficult time, and thank you for keeping distance and wearing mask. So on the sound, it's gonna give us a sermon or a speech, whatever it's called. You are going to talk about my mother.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna talk about my mother. And thank you for attending for my mother's 1-year memorial service. I think she had a happy life, and I know she's with us. She's somewhere around here and watching over us. So let us listen to this speech. Thank you so much. And after this, usually we have an online party downstairs, but to minimize the risk of the COVID-19, we're gonna pass on the bento instead. And we have some mochi. And also my father prepared, it is called shinobigusa, more like a memorial gift from my mother, you know. She, candy to like it. My father picked those candy and goodies that my mother liked. So maybe you can eat that with remembering my mother. Thank you so much. So, Wanda, would you like to come up, or would you want to down?
I can just hold the mic. Wow, so many people. Hello. We have had only about 15 people usually because of the pandemic. So I'm so happy to see all of you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to read from, or tell you about Oksan as I remembered her. We called her Oksan because at Waipahu Church, the minister's wife held this special role, and we call, she was a sensei, but we still called her Oksan. And we had 3 Oksan so far. The first one was Sonoda Oksan. And each of them had their own personality, but because Mitsuko Sensei, or Reverend Mitsuko Sensei, was from Japan, we could, the membership felt like she was an Oksan. So everybody called her Oksan. And Oksan means like she's our first lady of Waipahu. So I'd like to talk to you about her. Okay, until she became ill last year, 1 month, she was sick in bed, but she served our church as best she could. And so I remember that, she was a very sociable and amiable person, as an Oksan. So my mom and even Bobby, I'm glad to see her here. She told me, Oksan was always so nice to me, so I gotta come to her service. And my mom felt the same way. As her title indicates, she played a main role in the church, especially during when we had, matsuris and the onorai, the food. That was such a big deal for the Oksan. She's running around, going back and forth, and we had to tell her, Oksan, slow down, just relax a little bit. Because she had asthma too, and she was doing all this, But we were so fortunate because she was a good cook. And so, after osoji, cleaning up, she would make for us snacks in the back. Like she would make her nigiri, and they were always special, like with shiso inside, and she would make all the tsukemonos. And so we all enjoyed those. And then she also had help, of course, from Judy and others. And they would get the mochi and, fry it with sato shoyu, with sugar and the nori around it. Oh, I love those. And, she used to have those out there for us. And then when it came to the onorai parties, of course, she used to cook a lot more. And in the beginning, when she came, a lot of the women were still alive, So they used to cook a lot, like Mrs. Ishii and Komatsu and Chimai and Takemon. All of them would come to church and cook the food. But then later on, we started to do potluck, when it became our turn, And so she would make, I remember sekihan and her famous miso no nasubi ne. I want to know if she knows how to cook it because she knows a lot, And anyway, that was so delicious. And then New Year's party, we had a New Year's party, and they had the osagari, the things that they bring down from the altar. Like they would at New Year's they have fish, the big fish. So Oksan would cook that, with her special vegetables. And I think now Karen is trying to make that kind of dish, and it's really good. But she used to do that. And then what our membership loved was her, when she did the mochi, she would cut it up and grill it and make zenzai. Right, Mako? He used to love that, and so did a lot of the, first generation Japanese members we had. And not only was she a good cook, and we're so lucky about that, Oksan was a talented singer, like everybody said, Her voice was so beautiful, and she could sing, those high notes, and all of us, as you get older, it's hard to reach the high notes, but Oksan could, and she sang so beautifully, and she belonged to the Konko chorus, led by Reverend Yano, and I think Shun is also in that club, and they would perform at when he was saying the Saishi, he talked about how she performed at Kuakini, that group would perform at Kuakini, or at special anniversary events, they would come up and they would sing. And but I once remembered when she first came to Hawaii, my parents celebrated their 50th anniversary at Hawaiian Village. And Oksan and Sensei got up in her kimono and they sang a duet of Hoshikage no Warutsu. Wakare. I can't sing. But it's a very pretty song. And then, in addition to her beautiful voice, she was also very talented because she used to do all the arrangements, the beautiful flower arrangement. And now Karen is, doing that for us, so we're really grateful. And then, when Oksan passed away, we had to take over some of her jobs, and so we went in the back. And I saw all the heliconias hanging down like this, the flowers. And I told Karen, Oksan must have been taking care of this, because she didn't take care of it for about a month. And then we went to see the heliconias, and she said, yeah. And then I was thinking, wow, Oksan did a lot, taking care of the yard and everything. And my husband said, yeah, now there's so much grass, but when Oksan was alive, they didn't have all that weeds, growing. And I was thinking, no wonder she was so opinionated about cutting down trees and, moving stuff, because this was her domain, she was in charge of this, So we are so grateful to Oksan for all her hard work. And over the years, this church was known to have bazaars, very successful bazaars, and it started before Sensei came here. Oksan came here, but when they came, she was, she got along with the women members, so she let them come and cook, or she let us, because it's a lot of work to put on the bazaar, and then we would get boxes and boxes of things that we made or collected. Now, where are we going to keep them until the bazaar? She let us store it in the house. She cleared out one room, put in all the boxes and in the bedrooms. And so because she cooperated with us, we could have this bazaar. And then the day before we come and we take them all out all day, and she's got to be there, And then at night we used to make sushi in the first beginning years. And we would stay till like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. And of course, Oksan she couldn't lie around. You have to be awake when all your members are there. So, so we really appreciate her. And, she really worked hard. As I'm reviewing, her life, I realized that, wow, she did a lot. And then my parents lived across the street over there. And when my mother got old, and she needed more care, but I was still teaching. Mrs. Shimai and Mrs. Ishii came over to help, and Oksan, would come, and then my sisters and my cousins, they would go to visit her. And that gave me a good feeling that my mother was being taken care of during the day. She had social time, my dad too. So I really appreciated Oksan and the women of our church. They were so nice. But, mostly I'm so grateful. I don't know about her life before she came from Japan. I'm only telling you what happened when she came here. Oksan was always a cheerful hostess, making sure that we had enough to eat. And she brought to Waipahu, my husband helped me write it, the best of Konkokyo. And in Japan, she brought it to Hawaii to us. and to make our church a more wonderful place, because we have many Japanese people too, people from Japan and local people too, who our parents were from, immigrants of Japan. So I would like to say at this time in Japanese, I always used to hear this word, gokuro-sama. That means, you put in so much effort and trouble and work, so much work that you put in. So I would like to say at this time to our Okusan, Okusan domo gokuro-sama deshita. Taihen gokuro. I mean, she really did a lot. And so I would like to say thank you. And now I would like to I remembered one thing I told Sensei. Sensei, we got to sing one song that Okusan loved, because that was, she loved music. And if you looked at our songbook, I was trying to show you folks. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. But it's just full. This whole book is full of contemporary, Japanese songs, not Konkokyo songs. A lot of Japanese songs, because Sensei and Okusan loved it. And so we would sing after the Konko song. Sometimes we would sing these songs. And so I told Sensei, oh, do you want us to play Wakane no, Hoshikage no Waruzu? He said, yeah, she liked that song, but he said, no, he doesn't remember it. But he said, I said, what about Hana? Because now it's springtime. That's why I wore this dress, because it has cherry blossom. And he said, oh, yeah, that song, Sensei, it means so much to him. You want to say, "Nani ka iitai desu ka?" He said, when he was young, okay, I'll tell in English. Okay, when he was young, and they were just, they got together in Japan. It was getting late, and she had to go home from his house. So he had to take her home on the bus. And they rode on the bus together, and then the last bus stop to her house was 30 minutes walk from the bus stop. And it was getting dark already, So the two of them walked to his house, and while they walked, they sang Hana, which is about cherry blossoms. That's why I like this. I wore it the last time, so I put on a scarf, so it was different. But anyway, they sang that song together, and Sensei will now, Karen will play the piano, and Sensei will sing the song. I think Okusan will be so happy. Okusan. Okay, thank you. And when Sensei dozo. And you don't have to sing with them, because Yano Okusan will accompany him. I thought he was going to sing by himself and start crying, so we should help him. Sensei, 日本語で話しなさい。
私、日本語しか話せない。いや、今の歌の花の思い出ですけどもですね、まだ私結婚する前の話ですけど、教会で大災か何かあった時に、Mitsukoも教会の前にして、いろいろ教会のご用のさせてもらって、でも帰りがもう遅くなったんですね。もう日が暮れて、もう暗くなって、で家に帰るのにバスに、20分ぐらいバスに乗って、そしてそのバスストップから降りてから家までがちょっと通り30分ぐらい歩かないかん。でもう夜でもう暗くなったし、一人じゃちょっと危ないから私が送っていこうって言ってから一緒にバスに乗って行って、ずっと家まで30分ぐらい歩いていきました。送りました。その30分の間に2人でですね、今の花の歌、春のうららの歌がありますよね。あれを2人で歌いながらね、送ったことがあるんですよ。で、私がまた学生の頃ですけど、たくというか覚えんけども、とにかく送っていって、とうとうそこに泊まってしまいました。いや 泊まるつもりはなかったんですけどね、遅いから泊まっていきなさい言われて、そしたらお父さん神道相談かしておられました。お父さん座敷に、ね、寝かされましたけどね、布団にいて。で座敷の周り襖障子とかありますよね。あれ閉めたらいかん、開けたまましてください。もう監視されましたね。悪いことせんように監視されました。そういう思い出があるんですよね。その時の一緒に送りながら歌ったのがその花でございました。玲子さん、はい、一緒に歌いますか。
それ多いですね。
I forgot to say that Sensei got to sleep over at the Oksan's house. It was too late. And he said the father left the doors open. I forgot to translate that part.
じゃあ今日はワーカス教会の天地からの感謝のご大祭。続きまして、安田家光子姫の1年の御霊祭りをいたしました。ありがとうございます。皆さんにはお参りありがとうございます。どうぞこういうコロナのまだ収まらない、世の中でございますが、十分に注意しておかげいただけますように 今日はどうもありがとうございました。あと終わりのご記念させてもらいまして、あと言いましたように弁当としのぎ草、その他水も用意してますね。いただくものはどうぞ忘れんようにいただいても、くださいませ。終わりのご記念を、
Let us open the prayer book, page 15. Closing prayer. We are divine parents of the universe. We are deeply grateful for the way of education. Material, spiritual, temporal, eternal. We pray that the divine favor be granted to one and all, each and every day. I Amen.